Hello everyone, E3 is over. It has been for a while now.
A little while, yeah.
I'm Sam, I'm joined by Darian.
Hey everyone.
You're listening to a Round of Games podcast. This is our E3 wrap-up.
Yeah, that's a good way to call it, yeah.
Now that our reactions for each conference is now finally up.
Yep.
And we're going to go back through each conference, just sort of like highlights, lowlights, EA. So if you've watched / listened to all of our reactions to the show, you can kind of tell what we were sort of excited about and what kind of bummed us out. But we're going to have a look back at each one and see how, what we think they did. I don't know whether you're going to get scores off the top of your head, but I kind of...
You've wrote them down.
I wrote them down, yeah.
I
think I'm good with, I accept with the numbers that I put down.
Yeah, did we say we're doing grades or numbers out of 10?
Oh, I put numbers.
Numbers out of 10, yeah. Yeah,
point,
that's fine.
Decimals as well.
Yeah, okay, that's fine as well.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you like. I don't know, 5 kittens out of 20.
Something I do want to address just before we dive into things is, sorry it took so long to get all our kind of reactions up. Never before have we run into that many technical issues. From the day of E3, from editing onwards, was insane.
Yeah, the plan was to, EA's conference is done, we're going to edit this and put it out.
Software, I admit, I didn't bring assets, so I ran home, got some more assets. Software just refused to work. Rendering problem, oh my god. There was a lot of issues, and then more softwares broke over time.
And the hot weather.
Oh my, yep. The heat, we're British, right? We don't...
It's still quite hot now.
We don't do well in heat. It's not natural to us.
We've had one day of rain, and that was nice, which is a weird thing to say.
I know, the ground smells weird when it's wet.
You smell weird when you're wet.
Either way... They're all up now.
Yeah.
So let's begin.
So we kicked it off Saturday the 9th. I know, it's so long ago. EA hit it off at 7 o'clock. That was a nice time to start. Nice. It's always good to get them out of the way first. So let's have a quick rundown of what they had. They had that awesome looking AR showing of Anthem, that scene. Still don't know what it looked like for the audience there, or whether there was cool projection hologram type shit.
Maybe.
But for us, it looked kind of neat.
Yeah.
So yeah, they had that, and then started with Battlefield 5. They said Battle Royale didn't show anything. They teased a little bit of single player, said more to see at Microsoft.
Yeah.
And then that was it for Battlefield. That's one of their biggest games this year, right? And then it just kind of nothing.
See, now my opinion on that was I was happy. I was like, okay, that's fine. We that seems to be every year, Battlefield, whatever. But no, Royale was weird.
Not showing
it just felt weird to be
just as weird as what Activision did.
Well, I mean, we'll get to that later. But the Activision thing was more. They revealed it and they were just we'll show you more soon. And I was just oh, this is perfect. E3's in a couple of weeks. Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that at some point.
Yeah, so they showed that, and then it went straight into FIFA 19. Talked about the UEFA Cup coming back. I assume that's a big thing for them. Yeah,
Pro Evo, I think, had the rights to the Champions League for years. Right. So now the FIFA's got... It is a big thing. It's the biggest competition in club football. So good on them for getting it back. But I mean, yeah. Cool.
And then they talked about the World Cup coming as free DLC.
Yeah.
I mean, the World Cup is over now.
Oh my god, the World Cup has been and gone since this. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Who won it? France.
Yeah, France.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't have France.
Didn't come home.
No. Yeah. So that was free DLC for every version of the game. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Have you seen the off topic the FIFA? I assume it would be FIFA 20 box art. Is it? Is that what the new game is called?
FIFA 19.
Oh, it is 19.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. So the World Cup DLC is for 18. 19 is the one this year.
Yep.
And you know who's on the box?
It's not going to be
Ronaldo, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, of course.
The problem is that he's changed teams now, hasn't
he? Yeah, he's signed with Juventus. Or Juventus.
From Milan?
Real Madrid.
And his kit on the box art is Real Madrid, so I don't know whether they've changed it yet. But they're going to have to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. So they basically a demo for FIFA 19 is coming like at some point. A free trial of it. Actually, that may be FIFA 18. The
World Cup thing was
like play for a week type free thing.
Yeah.
That might have been it. I think I wrote down 19. Streaming games to a load of different devices was one of their big tent poles that they didn't expand upon. Origin Access Premiere, which are like kind of bigger demos.
Yeah.
So they didn't really explain like what that sort of stuff was. Like Origin Access is their, hey, you can download this game and then play it, basically like a Game Pass, but not a PlayStation Now where you can stream stuff. But whatever this Premiere 1 version of it is, they mentioned stuff like I think it was Anthem and other big games. So I guess they're just adding those on.
I assume
day
so.
And date, or whether they're just like bigger demos. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then they chatted with Vince Zampella in the crowd for a bit.
That was about Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is the new game. It's set between 3 and 4 and it's coming out next holiday. So next E3 will have a lot of info on it.
Yep.
Presumably. That's their third person actually. I guess you play a Jedi.
Yeah.
So it could be like The Force Unleashed, but better.
Yeah, I was going to say better.
Those games weren't bad.
No, but
I like pulling down that Star Destroyer.
yeah, that's kind of... They were cool.
Yeah, you could play as Guybrush Threepwood in the first one.
Could you?
Yeah, there was a cheat code and you played as Guybrush. Because it was LucasArts, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Him running around with a lightsaber in 3D. It was
that's kind of awesome.
Yeah. Battlefront 2 was up next. They admitted that they fucked up the loot boxes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They're sorting that shit out. They repeated some clips over and over again.
Oh my god, yeah.
For some of their for the solo DLC.
Yeah. And that was like every clip they just kept repeating, didn't they?
Yeah, it was like sort of like a minute or so, and it just went over and over, and then they changed it to other clips of Ewoks attacking these stormtroopers over and over and over.
They had so much time to prep for this.
Yeah. They announced Clone Wars content, new Clone Wars stuff coming, and Comic-Con's on at the time of recording. Yeah. And they announced a new Clone Wars series is coming back.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
That's pretty rad.
I wonder if that's why. Then they announced some new characters, 4 new characters. The heroes, General Grievous.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Don't know which version
old
of him.
Obi-Wan, I think.
Ben Kenobi.
Oh, wait, no.
It was Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Bearded, probably.
Yeah.
Count Dooku and Anakin specifically, not Darth Vader. So.
Right, yes.
So that's cool. Then they showed off Unravel 2.
Yeah, that was real nice.
That was cool. It's more like a co-op version of Brothers, where they had like clever co-op puzzles.
Yeah.
Throughout, where you had to like actually rely on your partner to get you through the levels. You can play it co-op. You can play it single player.
Yeah.
Doesn't really seem like the way to play that game.
Yeah, it seems like it's built as a co-op game.
Yeah, which makes sense, I suppose.
They shadow dropped that, which was real neat.
Yeah, and that's out now.
Yeah.
Straight away, that's cool. I haven't got it yet. I do kind of want to play it. I had mixed feelings on the first game. It was just kind of like I lost my interest in it.
Yeah, I can see like the gimmick of it getting old fast if it's not.
I just thought some of the puzzles, some of the puzzles weren't great. I thought, yeah, I don't know. I just sort of got bored. But the second one with another player, I think will probably work out quite well. We should probably play through that.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Sea of Solitude.
Yeah, that was. Oh, I still don't know what that is.
I still have mixed feelings about the art style on it. But other than that,
stuff was real creepy. Like,
yeah, I like the look of it. It's just like the art, the design of some of the monsters and stuff seem odd. Sort of underwater.
Weird. It was weird. Like,
yeah.
But I like weird, so yeah, it was cool.
NBA Live 2019
Dunk
trailer. Like that kind of was it, just a trailer for it, and then that was that. And then and then they had the Madden stuff on stage. So they had some kid who had a belt who won some Madden competition.
Oh yeah, I forgot
and
about
some
that.
guy in these like insane patterned trousers who stole the belt from the kid at the end. I can't remember what his name was. I didn't write it down, thankfully.
It just doesn't matter.
But
Let's call him Mr. Madden.
Mr. Madden.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Mr. Madden, Kid Madden. Yeah, that. Ugh. Anyway, so after that, some shoutcasters showed up on stage.
Yep. And like usually this would be my jam, you know?
Yeah.
You
No.
Hey, I'm into esports. I was kind of like, okay, this could be cool. Although it was EA, so I was already skeptical.
Yeah. So we're here to show you a brand new mobile game.
Instantly, everyone was like,
Okay. So to start it off, nobody is interested. They didn't say what the name was.
No.
And then I timed it after watching it back,
Yeah.
and it felt like half an hour at the
It
time.
did. It really did.
It was 6 minutes, which is still
No.
long. Which is still long for a conference, but it like yeah.
That felt at least 10. It really did.
So it was a gameplay showing of these two guys coming in and playing this mobile game, which was at the time untitled.
Yep. It played like a Clash Royale game,
Basically, yeah. It's like one person on either side moving these units around trying to get this missile.
Yep.
And they said what you saw was the world first whatever of Command and Conquer Rivals, I think it was called.
Everyone.
And then everyone sighed, and then they showed a CG trailer.
And we were like, oh, this is the real game. Oh, this is going to be cool. We were wrong.
Yeah, so
Honestly, that like match or whatever, that was probably up there with like the worst part of this year's E3, I think. Like, I'm not
yeah,
saying
that was a low light. If we did like best of E3 awards or E3 awards, this would be high on the list of nominees for worst E3 moment of 2018.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So then after that, they showed a CG Anthem trailer, like sort of story-wise.
Yeah.
Some fights and bits and pieces. And then they sat down and did a little Q&A. They talked for a bit with a couple of developers and stuff on stage. Casey Hudson was there.
Yeah.
We saw people at their desks doing stuff on the game. And then they showed the same concept art over and over again. At least Star Wars had video, but this was like sort of animated concept art, which, to be fair, looked cool.
Yeah.
The first time you saw it, not the fifth or
Fifth or
sixth.
sixth.
And then they went on to a new set of them, and then repeated those for a little bit and moved on.
I
again.
will say, the new art they put out for Anthem really surprised me. I'm like an absolute slut for colour. Like, I
was going to say, like, colour on those things. It's just white, and then it's just colour for each of the classes.
Yeah, stunning. It like that alone. Oh yeah, and like the new suits kind of they showed off and like how bright they were.
Yeah, so they
And
went
I'm
through
just
each class. Now there's 4 of them.
Yeah.
It's like the regular base dude. Oh, I didn't write down what they were actually called. You got like the tank, the Juggernaut.
They had names.
The guy in Hulkbuster armor. You got the mage, basically, who can fly and has a cape. They seem cool. I want to be that. And then you got the other one, which was like a quick ninja type thing or something.
Something like that, yeah.
So yeah, they did those. They did a little like Q&A type thing via Twitter. People asked them questions and then they answered them there. Obviously, it wasn't live because that would have been weird.
Yeah.
And then they eventually got to a gameplay demo, showing off 4-player co-op, and it sort of switched back and forth between them all, and they did a mission and it ended at the boss. It looked real cool. I super enjoy numbers coming out of bad guys when you shoot them.
Yeah, that's a big thing for me. That I don't know. It's
a lot of people are
weird.
like, "Oh, I really hope I can turn that off," and I'm like, "No,
Really?
give me those numbers, man."
That like it.
It's so cool in Borderlands.
I think the numbers does the same for me as like hit marks does in COD. And I worded that terribly. I apologise in advance for that. But it's like the feel good value of it. It's like when you play COD and especially multiplayer and you hit someone, the hit markers come up, everyone knows, everyone loves it, right?
Yeah.
And like having numbers and like XP or whatever, like your damage count come out of bad guys, that's a feel-good value. Like, it feels good to be doing it. Because when you get, like, overpowered and you see, like, a bunch of, like, scrubs wandering around and you just, like, I don't know, unleash a special ability and you see, like, ridiculous numbers and you one-shot them all, you feel strong, you feel powerful. It's awesome.
When you headshot and it's, like, yellow numbers and it's, like, 5,000.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, yes.
And it feels awesome because, like, when you start the game, you're shooting, like, 5 or 6 on him, and then, like, 20 hours later, you just one-shot them with massive numbers. Oh, it's awesome.
It was a bit of a bummer when that mage wizard person went up to that thing, got out their little, like, machine guns, and shot this thing, and it was like 1-2s, 1-2s, 1-1. It's like, oh man, you could be better, like, use a better gun. But yeah, so that looked cool. That game is out February 22nd. We knew it was going to come out before next March.
Yeah.
So February 22nd, the first of the games that is out on that day, which we'll get to. And that's when they ended. My predictions were that Unravel 2 was coming out spring next year. That was wrong.
Wow. Hey,
I also thought that we would see videos of developers at their desk showing early concepts of a Star Wars game.
Close.
But we got Anthem. But
we got nothing.
We did see do that, you know, Well, no, we saw... There was a Battlefield thing. We just saw the same shit over and over and over.
Ah, okay. True.
About front, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to happen. Yep.
Yeah, so, without looking at my scores.
Yep, I got mine.
Yeah? Oh, you're writing them down now?
Yeah.
Okay, right. What did you think of EA's? It was one of their most tame conferences, I think.
Are we going to compare other conferences now?
I've just put scores for...
Just a score?
Yeah, there's no point in comparing them all. Just compare them to themselves, I suppose.
Right, okay.
Like, it was one of their nicest to watch conferences because of they didn't go crazy with the sports stuff, I thought.
Pele weren't there.
No, that's true. Like, the FIFA stuff made sense, I guess. World Cup was on like a week afterwards.
Yeah.
So it was like a big year for them, and getting the UEFA stuff is important too. The updates on Anthem was cool, getting an actual date.
Yeah. And
the Star Wars stuff, I guess, makes sense. But next year's... We say this all the time, but like, EA's going to be good next year.
Yeah. Sea of Solitude and Unravel was nice.
I suppose, yeah, they did have some new stuff. We knew Unravel was coming. They announced that a long time ago.
Yeah.
We just hadn't seen anything on it. And Shadow Dropping, that was one of the coolest things that they did. Command & Conquer was a hell of a disappointment. Like, not like this.
That was rough. That was rough.
Matrix.
So, out of 10.
4.2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Glad to know we're quite full. Just flat full.
Alright, okay. Yeah. I'm sure that we graded last year's conferences as well ourselves.
Yeah, we did.
I can't remember what we gave them.
I think EA was a 5 or a 6. I think we said, considering it, like, again, it weren't great, but
I think it was 5 or 6.
I remember saying, like, considering they're the ones to kick it off, it was a good start at E3.
Yeah.
This year it still was, but worse.
Yeah.
So I think 4 is
okay. Right, so moving on to Microsoft. They happened on Sunday at 9 p.m.
Yep.
They're usually around 2 hours, or at least like an hour and a half or so. So yeah, 9 o'clock again was nice. So kicking it off, nice trees, river, some wildlife, some rhino looking things with an extra horn.
Yeah, we're like, what?
A little tent with a radio on it, shaking and falling off. Little underwater thing, scanning shit.
Yep.
Inside of a ship. I knew it immediately.
Yeah.
That's a pelican.
Yep.
There we go. This is the new Halo.
And then zooms out.
Dudes walking through stargates on a beach. That was cool. Little flares and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, the camera pulled back. Chief's helmet's there.
Which looked real good.
It looked super shiny.
Yep.
And then I feel like the scene with the warthog bouncing over the little hills, and you see the vista, and obviously they're on a halo because you can see that curving upwards. I think they're trying to evoke the feel that the first game gave you once you landed onto the planet.
See, I thought that was one or two things. That was just because at the time I was just expecting Battle Royale everywhere, right? Because not to mention the stage, because we saw the stage before we saw anything, and the stage had like 50 monitors set up, and I was just instantly like, this is like this is going to be Battle Royale. It was either Battle Royale or I think it's showing it's going to be like open world. It's going to be big.
Yeah, I
like,
think it's really hard to say. Like, they didn't show, like, they haven't given any info.
Yeah.
So we don't know whether it's open world or whether they're just like large levels, like they have done in the past. So we just got to kind of wait and see. No date, no info. We only had that little teaser trailer. It's on a new engine. Yeah, Halo Infinite. I don't think we said that yet.
Yeah.
It's on a new engine because they said like the older one can't do what we were trying to do, so we had to build this new engine.
Which is always exciting.
Yeah. And a couple of days ago, last week, they tweeted out the only BR we're interested in is the battle rifle. So there is no battle royale mode in it.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So we're gonna get classic Halo multiplayer.
Right.
I'm gonna jump ahead to my predictions that I said. I said we'll see Halo 6 gameplay. No. 4-player co-op. No. A trailer for Battle Royale. No. Main focus for multiplayer. No. 2018. No.
Jeez.
Cool. I love predictions.
Yeah, predictions are great,
especially when they're wrong. Immediately afterwards, Ori and the Will of the Wisps trailer. It looked amazing. They gave a date of 2019, not this year. Just let it cook. Showing off new sort of mechanics, and it still looks incredible. Yeah, legit excited for that. Then From Software showed on screen, and then Activision showed on screen.
Yeah. That was weird.
And then we had a trailer for Shadows Die Twice, which is the subtitle for Sekiro.
Which we expected as Sony's. No, like...
Yeah,
I didn't
after
think
that
was going to
brief teaser in the Game Awards last year. That game is coming out next year. Activision...
Wait, was it Game Awards or was it...
It was the Game Awards.
It was PSX, wasn't it?
PSX was trash last year, remember?
Yeah, but we never ever...
Medieval was the only trailer we got.
Yeah, of course. Oh my god.
Yeah. So yeah, Activision are the ones that publish Tenchu, so...
Right, okay, yeah.
This game is one of those games, because From Software made those. So yeah, it's like a spiritual successor to that. That's why it's a bit more action-y than maybe the Dark Souls style of games, at least like vertical-wise. So that was cool. Todd Howard appeared for a Fallout 76 trailer.
Yeah.
Said they'll have more to show like later on.
Didn't expect that at all either. I just...
There's like a little...
Considering we knew like Bethesda were having their own conference, I just didn't expect to see Fallout at Microsoft.
Well, he did also announce that... Wait, was it there that they announced? Like Fallout 4 and... is it Fallout 4 and Fallout 3 coming to Game Pass?
Yeah.
It might have been there. It might have been later on. I think I got notes for that. Yeah, that's... I don't know, it was pretty strange.
Yeah.
Then Square Enix and Don't Nod appeared for The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, which is coming like as a standalone episode. It's kind of like a tie-in to Life is Strange 2, which has since been announced. Which is a free episode on June 26th, which is out now.
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet because I haven't played Before the Storm, which is a prequel to Life is Strange.
Yeah.
You need to play all of them. They're really good.
I do.
Finally, another trailer for Crackdown 3.
Oh.
More Terry Crews is always good.
That's all I want in life is more Terry Crews. So, yeah, that trailer was awesome.
Another release date.
Yeah, well...
It's been 4 years since that game got announced.
Do you reckon that's the final release date?
It seems close. Well, because last year they gave a release date of November.
Yeah.
The same day as the Xbox One X, and then they pushed it. And now we've got a release date of February 22nd.
Which is quite far away still, so...
Game number 2 of that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Either way, trailer was just good.
Yeah, I still want to play that game. I think it looked a little better than it did last year. Last year I was a bit sort of sceptical of like, man, this doesn't really look that great.
It didn't look like...
It could use a bit more time.
I don't want to say next gen, but it didn't look like a new game.
It didn't look like a current gen game.
Yeah.
It looked like an early gen, which it being announced in 2014, it would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Sumo Digital are making that, which is cool. Those guys are cool. Nier Automata Become as Gods Edition was announced.
Yeah.
A couple of hours before the Microsoft show, and then they had a trailer at the show.
Yeah.
That's coming out. Well, that was out June 26th, which is out now. It was weird for them to announce it just before and then have it in the conference as well. Super weird. Metro Exodus had a nice little trailer.
Yeah, that was cool.
Gameplay and such showed off a lot of things that make Metro.
The world is nice.
Yeah.
But nice in a, like...
depressingly destructed way. That game comes out February 22nd. Yeah. And then Phil was like, people like RPGs. People like Japanese RPGs.
Yep.
Games from across the world.
I was on the edge of my seat then. I was just like pretty much inside the TV screen. I was just like, I'm ready. What's happening?
And he was like, people like this series for years.
And I was like, what?
And have done for a long time. Yeah. And I was like, yo, I know what it is.
I was just like, what?
And then he said, for the first time ever on Xbox, here's Kingdom Hearts. And they showed off a trailer for Frozen.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was someone else. That weren't the moment I was on the screen. I knew about Kingdom Hearts. I was with you at that point. I was just like, yeah, this is going to be Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. Sorry, a bit further on.
So they showed Frozen, the world off there.
I stayed away from this trailer.
Yeah, I tried to not look as much as possible. They showed off a Simba summon, the Ralph stuff as well. All stuff that we've seen before. New gummy ship shit that we hadn't seen before. It went super weird when the new theme song kicked in and audio...
Yeah, the audio was weird.
Audio stopped and only had like dialogue and the song playing. Like, I get it now, but it was super strange.
Yeah.
And then towards the end of the trailer, like, Kingdom Hearts happened. No spoils or anything like that, but yeah, it was... Yeah. They showed the January 29th release date, which was announced a few days before then, which I guess is the first time we talked about it. So unless it gets pulled forward a couple of weeks, the moment we get into January, I will be putting up the 3-episode series of A Bug's Life. 4 episode.
Yep, 4 15 minutes.
Although I'd already bought it, so I guess I probably should have waited until... Well, it's not going to get pulled forward. No. So we're going to put up a 4-episode series of me and Dan playing A Bug's Life. I bought it. It was like less than £2 on
You
PSN.
Might love it, and you might want to finish it.
I played it before, it's trash. It sucked.
Flick, over here!
Fuck Flick. Fuck Batman. Have you seen that Titans trailer? Let's not. Sea of Thieves expansion trailer. They showed off two expansions, one in July, one in September. I assume the July one's out now, I don't know. But yeah, it was like a neat little CG trailer of like mystical bullshit and some dude trying to sell a trinket. It was funny, I don't know. People who are still playing Sea of Thieves. I think that game sold really well.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, actual copies of it sold, not Game Pass.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They lost a fuck ton of players 2 weeks after the game. Which is when people's Game Pass ran out.
Yeah.
But it actually sold really well. So that's cool. Maybe people bought the game afterwards.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'd love to see numbers of like how many people played the Game Pass and then bought it after the Game Pass.
Then they showed a CG trailer for Battlefield 5, the story thing. It was not really much there.
It was it.
Then Forza Horizon 4 happened. It's set in the UK.
They have never been to the UK.
No, it's super cool.
There is not blimps everywhere, man.
I got an email. Don't worry about that.
No, but that honestly, it looks stunning. It looks so cool. I want to drive around the UK. That's awesome. I want to see blimps. Apparently, we see that's how it's stereotyped, dude. Blimps and hot air balloons. That's the UK.
Seasons were a big focus. Awesome. They change each week in real time. For everybody. So when the game launches, it could be spring. And then a week later, for everybody, it'll be summer. And then a week later, it'll be winter. And then it just keeps going on.
And the coolest part of that was there's like obviously this huge like river or like lake or whatever. And obviously, it's a lake. And then when it gets to winter time, you can drive over it because it's frozen over.
Yeah, I don't think in the UK it gets that cold. I don't think rivers freeze over here.
Look, they've never been to the UK, I'm telling you. They guess.
It's a neat thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's alright.
They had a 4-player stage demo. Just showing off like a bunch of people driving around together and doing shit. It says proper shared world now, like Test Drive Unlimited, not like it was before. No drive avatars when you're online. You can play the game offline when drive avatars do show up.
That's cool.
But if you're playing online, you've got like actual people driving around and messing around and do whatever. They got some like grief thing set up, so if someone's not on your friends list, they just drive straight through you. They can't like ram you off the road and be a dick.
Which is cool.
Which is super cool.
But if we're playing together and...
then we can be dicks to each other. Yeah.
Exactly.
4K 60 frames confirmed for Xbox One X.
Which is nice.
So this might actually be the year that I get an Xbox One X, because I really want to play that game in 4K 60.
Yeah.
The only problem is that if we do get new consoles next year or the year after...
well, you say new consoles though, like when you say...
we're probably going to see them next year.
Wait, you're saying them?
Sony and Microsoft.
Do you think Microsoft are going to have a new console?
Yeah, they said they're already working on it.
Really?
Yeah, and they're probably going to want to get out in front again.
See, that's bizarre to me. I literally feel like we'll see a new PS5, I guess, or whatever. We'll see a new Sony console, obviously, and everyone knows that. Yeah. But in my mind, like, the X is, like, not current gen. It's, like, a step above current gen. That's, like, their console. It's weird. I feel like Xbox are, like, a few years away, but maybe not. Maybe I'm completely wrong. And as you just said, if we do start seeing them, do you hold off? Like,
yeah, I know.
We'll have to see.
Considering the X hasn't gone down in price just yet.
That's hype, man.
Yeah.
Can't wait to do content for that. Reactions to new consoles. Never done that before. So
I also have another note here. It says, "Wanna drift?"
No. God damn it.
I'm on Mixer. Okay. The Phil came back out on stage.
Yep.
Was all like, "Yo, we got this new studio set up. It's called The Initiative. We're going to make some fucking video games."
Yeah.
We've also bought some stuff. We like throwing around money.
Oh, yeah, they announced a ton of stuff, didn't they?
So they bought Undead Labs, the makers of that zombie survival game, State of Decay.
Right, yeah.
Which totally makes sense. They bought Playground Games, the makers of Forza Horizon, which I totally thought they'd already owned.
Yeah.
They're also making that Fable open world game, which we didn't see. They bought Ninja Theory,
which that was a good
super
buy.
cool.
That's cool. Yeah, that was awesome.
And Compulsion Games, the guys who are putting out We Happy Few.
Yeah.
So and then with Compulsion Games, it led into a We Happy Few story trailer, which actually looks real good now.
I still don't know what that game is.
It's much more like BioShock now than it did before, where it was like sort of a procedural.
It still is
survival
though,
type game. I don't think it is that anymore. I think it's a story based game like BioShock.
Oh, if that's the case, I'm in.
Yeah. So I think they have actually changed it. Maybe people reacted to that first trailer and was like, "Oh, this is super cool." It's like, why am I running around like picking up pipes and shit and trying to avoid these guys? That properly officially comes out August 10th. I backed it on Kickstarter years and years ago, so I've got a copy of that. That's cool.
That's right.
PUBG trailer showed the small map. It's out now.
Oh yeah.
And then the winter tease for the snow map, which will come out at the end of the year, which I guess will mean probably slightly earlier on PC. But yeah, I don't know. That small map is supposed to be pretty cool. And then a trailer that I wasn't expecting. Hella Anime showed up on stage.
Yay!
Tales of Vesperia.
Right, this is what I was off about earlier. This was
Definitive Edition, right?
Yeah,
okay.
this was like, what?
Yeah, he didn't introduce this. It just kind of happened.
Yeah, but I didn't know what it was because I've not played those games before.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, what? What's this?
It comes out winter. It's been announced for Xbox One, PC, PS4, and Switch, which is super cool.
I've never played a Tales game. So...
Vesperia is one of the few that I finished, like that and Symphonia. I want to get through like some of the other ones. It's just the one that I'm on now is the sequel to Symphonia, and it's such a struggle because it's one of those, like, it's one of the older versions of those games. They've gotten better in their combat system.
Is it grindy?
I don't know. I can't. I think so, but probably because I'm making it grindy.
Right. Okay.
I don't know. I want to get to the PS4 games, Asteria and the one
Bestiria? Bestiria? I don't know.
The B one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But Vesperia was really good. I finished that The Division 2 had a trailer and then gameplay.
Yeah.
That was cool. Like, Air Force One was crashed and they all like just wandered into that stuff. That comes out March 15th. And then they had a lady come out and talk about Game Pass, which kind of really felt like an advert.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Introducing Fast Start, which calculates the way gamers play games and learns what part of the game to download first, which you would think is always the intro.
The start of the game. I don't get how that makes no sense to me.
Yeah. Then she talked about new games being added to Game Pass, Master Chief Collection, which is getting an update very soon for the X, which is part 1 of their X updates to fix the game, which I don't know, seems fine to me, which we'll talk about later. Vermintide 2, which is cool. They're coming at some point in the future. But the Division 1, Elder Scrolls Online, and Fallout 4 were added on the day.
Yeah, they were.
Right, yeah. That's cool. Division 1 would be a pretty cool game to have like on Game Pass. Elder Scrolls Online, huge open world like cool. MMO. And Fallout 4, which leading into Fallout 76. Like, those are real good gets for like a subscription service.
Yeah.
And then you had the classic indie game montage of here's the idea Xbox games.
Here's the splash.
I didn't write those down because it would have taken way too long.
Yeah. I mean, indie games are always great. They're still supported.
There was some real cool stuff on there. Sable is one to look out for.
Yeah. What's the little... Damn it, Fox little guy Zelda game?
That's later.
Ah, damn.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider had an in-game trailer.
Didn't expect to see that, yeah.
She jumped around a lot. Why? Because why is the Tomb Raider at the thingy with Microsoft?
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, ignore me. Me.
That was neat.
That
looked good. That game still looks cool. And then you had this skateboarding game show up.
Everyone
was like, "Yo, it's Skate! Oh my god, it's here!
Everyone thought it was Skate."
And then it showed a logo, Session,
and we were like, "Skate Session, right?" No, Session.
Major Skate vibes. I think that's what they're going for. So it turns out we knew about this game. It was a Kickstarter.
Oh,
a long time ago.
That's kind of funny, then.
The logo Session with a period at the end is a Skate thing. They had the dot at the end of it, so they're trying to hit that crowd.
They are. Okay.
I don't know why when people saw the word Session they were like disappointed that it wasn't Skate.
Yeah.
It's like, but this is doing what you want a skateboarding game to be.
Yeah.
So
I never played
wait and then
Skate.
play it. It's fine. I don't know. I like the more arcade style of Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
Like, those are always the comparison, even though they're totally different skateboarding games.
Yeah.
Crazy trailer for Black Desert Online.
Yeah.
A beta coming this fall. They seem to show that. Well, I think they've shown it the past couple of years on their E3 stage show. Haven't mentioned it at all outside, but finally a beta is coming this fall. I'm interested to see how that game plays on the console.
The character creation seems incredible for that game.
Yeah. And then Capcom had a real cool song over their Devil May Cry trailer.
Best part of E3 for me. I'm not even kidding.
So if you listen back to our reactions, we really thought that it was a crossover with the DMC game. Yeah. Because that Nero is the guy with the revvy up sword. Dan was like, why's he got his sword? Turns out because it's Nero.
Yeah.
He cut his hair and it totally looks like Dante from DMC.
Like, yeah.
So that's why we fucked up and thought that that was him. We know now that it's...
It's nothing to do with DMC at all.
It is a straight up sequel. Like,
man. So
but it looked cool.
That trailer is insane, alright? Like, it's... The reveal aspect of it is so cool, and like how they show the title is so cool because it just says Devil May Cry and there's like a little number 5 on the van, and that was amazing. And then like it just looks really, really awesome. Story trailer's cool. I'm like super invested. It looks cool, man. And the song, all right, I listened
to it a couple of times.
That Devil Trigger song, it's probably got like a couple of million views now, and I'm like a third of that. I'm telling you, like I've listened to it so much. Yeah. It's so good. I think that's my favorite thing that came out of E3 by far. Like that was so. Man, that was hype.
We thought this was going to be at Sony as well.
Yeah, I didn't expect that at Microsoft at all. So that was awesome. And the logo as well.
It was a cool looking logo.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Dante showed up at the end on his bike.
Yep, he
He's
did.
wearing a black jacket.
Yep, he looks kind of weird. It's just the face he pulls.
He looks like crazy Prince Noctis from the end of the game.
Yes.
From the end of Final Fantasy 15.
Yes.
With his like blondish hair and beard and stuff. Cuphead DLC announced.
I thought it was Cuphead 2 and you were like, which is stupid because you're just like, look how long they took to do the first.
It took them like 40 years to put the first game out, which makes sense considering the art style.
Yeah.
This
DLC is
DLC is apparently coming out in 2019.
Yeah.
We'll see, probably 2091. They announced they announced Miss Chalice.
Yeah.
All about that Miss Chalice.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was cool. New bosses, new levels and stuff.
Yeah.
That was awesome. And then Zelda Like a Fox showed up.
There we go. That game is so pretty. Like stylistically, that game is like S tier.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
So it's all been made by one guy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Tunic is the name of it.
Tunic. I literally I went to say Fee, and I know what game that is. It's a completely different game, but I wanted to say Fee. I could not remember it.
So when we saw it, I'd known about it for a while. I get emails from them every now and then about the development of the game. And we were watching it, and I was like, oh yeah, cool, this game. I couldn't remember what it was called. And you were like, oh, look at him in his little tunic.
Oh, yeah, and you were like, oh, yeah,
that's what it's called.
Yeah.
It looks outstanding. It is like basically just a isometric Zelda game where you play as a fox, and it looks incredible and sounds amazing.
Yeah.
If you go on Giant Bomb and search Zelda Like a Fox, it takes you to the Tunic page.
That's cool.
Also, if you tweet Zelda Like a Fox, the developer will like your tweet.
Oh, okay.
Which he did to me. And then more anime happened.
Why don't I remember this? Oh, yeah, no, I know what anime.
We saw a ship on top of a building crashed.
So here's the thing, that came out and you were just like, well, you and Dan were like, oh, it's One Piece because it was what I showed first, and you were like, oh, that's definitely One Piece, and I was just like,
and they showed some busted up statues, and we were like, oh, I don't know what this is.
And then it showed
Naruto.
Frieza's ship, and I was like, that's Dragon Ball.
They showed the crashed Frieza's ship in, and then
anime happened.
Yeah, and then they all fought. Goku fighting.
I found it real weird that just choice-wise that they had Goku, Naruto, Luffy. Damn it! I've not seen One Piece. Don't judge me.
Okay.
Luffy, and then Frieza. Why two Dragon Ball characters? Like, they've probably got like a lineup of loads of different stuff. I found it weird they had two Dragon Ball. It doesn't matter.
I mean, it's his ship, I guess. They just wanted to.
Yeah, and it is Frieza, you know.
Yeah, he's like, well, I guess, Cell will be in it as well, but,
Yeah.
Like, if you're introducing characters, you don't want to, like, go to the pinnacle of
that's true.
anime evil
immediately.
And then, obviously, the Death Note stuff at the end.
Yeah. Which is a bummer.
They're confirmed to not be playable characters.
What's even the point then? Why?
Maybe they're
like support
involved in the story.
Okay.
They're
you've reignited it now.
Pulling these universes together. Bleach has also been confirmed to be in it as well.
Right. Yeah.
They showed screenshots of. Why can't I remember any fucking Bleach characters?
Ichigo.
That's it.
Ichigo
go. And I think Rukia was there as well.
Yeah.
They continue to look weird in 3D.
You've got me interested now slightly because I just took it as because I play Naruto Ultimate Shippuden. It kind of plays like that. It looks like those fighting games always have like support characters.
Okay.
And I thought it was gonna be like, oh, they're not playable. They're just gonna be like
added. It's a trophy thing.
Yeah, that type of thing. But now you mentioned they could be involved in the story aspect. Maybe like just wrote in his death book, I like anime. Mash them all together, please.
Yeah. Or maybe he wrote anime in the death book, in the Death Note,
and that's just.
And then they were about to get killed, and they're like, "Yo, we gotta like save anime."
And then because he only wrote anime, they all die of heart attacks.
Yeah,
because if you don't specify, that's what happens.
Yeah, and then like Metal Gear franchise dies as well.
Well, that's true.
Oh, not because of the Death Note. I mean because of Konami.
Sorry, how did we get here? It's called Jump Force anyway.
Oh, it's called Jump Force, which is a real cool logo as well. Dying Light 2 had a reveal trailer and then some gameplay stuff. They talked about sort of like how your choices affect the story. Seems super like way more ambitious than the first game, which people seem to really enjoy. So that's cool. And you know they're going to support that game for a long time, just like they did the first game with like free content and all that shit. A trailer for 2019's Battletoads happened.
Yeah, well...
no gameplay, no developer or kind of anything.
There was nothing, it was just a title.
It's 2.5D, so it's more like Shadow Complex than just a flat thing.
Yeah.
And it's all hand-drawn, which is super cool. So kind of like Ori, I suppose.
It's
But I doubt it's going to be that pretty.
Yeah.
That's next year. We'll probably see more next E3, I guess.
Yep.
Just Cause 4, which was leaked by Steam earlier that day, I think.
I didn't expect to see that at Microsoft.
So many explosions, yeah.
And a hurricane.
Driving boats into boats. Airplanes being dragged into tornadoes.
Tornado, damn it.
And the game is out December 4th this year. Super soon.
It's Just Cause as hell.
It's very Just Cause. I hope it's way better than 3. 3 had its issues.
Is this 4 or 5?
This is 4.
Right, okay.
Yeah, 3 had its issues with like performance on the consoles, and you had to have a beefy PC in order to get it running like smoothly. The frame rate on when shit was popping off, like maybe 2 had the same problem, but it was on PS3 and like it was a long time.
Yeah.
Well, it was 9 years ago now. I don't remember it being that bad. Like it didn't affect the gameplay. But Just Cause 3 was a real struggle to play when stuff was like happening, and it just didn't. I don't know. Anyway, Gears of War.
Yeah, so Gears of War was. They showed 3 things.
So we talked about 3 games being announced a while ago. Let's jump down to the prediction stuff here. So we thought we were going to see Gears of War 5.
Yep.
A real-time strategy game and a battle royale game were the rumours of the 3 games. We saw Gears of War 5. We saw a story trailer for that, showed some parasailing type shit.
Having not played 4 means nothing.
There might have been some spoilers there to do with what's-his-face's arm and such, but I mean, it didn't really mean anything to us. But we saw that. We also saw Gears XCOM for, I think it's PC only. I don't think it's on console.
Yeah, they didn't specify.
But it's a strategy game, not real-time, a turn-based one.
Which looked kind of cool.
But that's kind of made me way more excited than a real-time one would. Called Gears Tactics.
And then probably the highlight of E3, probably like my second favourite.
So the one just below Command and Conquer. In the worst parts of E3. Below?
Above.
Command and Conquer had more of a chance to come back as something great.
This was just
like, hey, you've got one of your biggest franchises. What are you gonna do? Oh, you fucked it up.
Oh, it's not.
But they've got other games too, you know. If Command and Conquer also had a good game,
it would have been redeemed.
So Gears Pop is coming to mobile next year. No details on like what it is.
Speaking of Pop, do you have got rights to Pokemon?
Yeah.
Right. While we're here, what are your stance on Pop figures?
I've got a Flash from Zootopia up there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, and a Batman one as well.
I don't know how I feel about Pop.
Some of them look really good.
Yeah.
The ones that are like Pickle Rick would make a good Pop figure.
Yeah.
And other things that aren't humanoid.
Yeah.
I think the ones that are based on humans look fucked up.
I don't know if I like them. They seem silly.
Some of them actually look really cool.
But yeah,
a majority, like 99% of them are, I don't want that. I don't want to buy this.
Dude, you should go Comic-Con, man.
Why? What?
London Comic-Con, there is a Pop stand, and it's literally like a room, and it's stacked high, and there are Pops everywhere. Oh, it's so good.
Okay.
moving on.
So that's out next year. No info on that. The CG trailer was cute, whatever. Microsoft AI, Phil talking about like putting a lot of effort into this stuff. Getting AI real good. Cloud gaming, like console quality gaming on any device. We were like, here's a trend. But no one else seemed to talk about it that much. Basically, like streaming your games onto anything. Kind of like what the Xbox One does to your PC already, but on everything else.
Yeah.
And then Phil talked about that the Microsoft hardware team are deep into like architecting the next Xbox consoles.
Yeah.
Plural.
Which,
Now, whether that means like 2 SKUs at launch or what, but that's
time will tell.
Like, we're gonna probably see something.
Yep.
In the near future for what's next for the Xbox team.
Yep.
And then he was like, "Okay, everyone. Well, that's thanks for like hanging out with Xbox and being Xbox guys.
Yeah.
Everything's all fun." And then the lights went off, and we're like, "Oh no, Phil got hacked. What happened?" Oh, it's Cyberpunk.
Watch Dogs.
And for a split second, I thought, it's Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
And then we realised, no, wait. It's Cyberpunk.
Which we knew it was going to be there. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cyberpunk. That trailer was really cool.
I've seen it over a dozen times since it's on 14 million views when I watched it last night. That's what number it was on. I did watch it last night just because.
Yeah, I've seen it a few times, not as many, but I've seen it a few times.
It's because there's so much stuff to see in the trailer. Like there's just there's a lot of scenes that are like quick and short, but there's always a lot of stuff happening in them. So you always see something new.
Yeah.
And like I know it's a dumb thing that like people say or whatever, but it is. If you look at a different corner of the screen when you rewatch the trailer, you see something else awesome that is happening. And it's kind of insane, like how cool.
The best way to describe it, other than like buzzwords like cool or awesome or whatever, I think it's interesting.
Yeah,
it's because of the world that they've built, right? So that trailer is interesting. Like it makes you want to watch it again because, as you've said, it's just so much going on, and it's like this world. It's real cool.
Also, Cyberpunk is like one of my favorite aesthetics for things, and like knowing it's coming from the Witcher people. It's basically a cross between The Witcher and like Deus Ex, and that's made me super excited. We've probably got a while until the game is out. The 50-minute video that they showed behind closed doors, which I've heard about a lot of, but I haven't seen, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's first person, obviously. You customize your character, your male or female character, V, and you're walking around this gigantic city, or driving, I guess, because you got a car. But like just like the stuff I've heard from that, it sounds very Deus Ex-y, and considering I haven't played the last Deus Ex, like I've got that stopgap between now and when this game comes out.
I think we're looking 2 years.
So my prediction was that it would come out 2020, but the closed doors demo that they showed, they said was pre-alpha, whatever that means. Like now,
right?
People who saw it said it looked very polished, very nice. But yeah, I don't know. It sounds amazing.
I want to say that we're not going to see that on Xbox One X. That's new consoles.
They still said it's these consoles.
That doesn't sound right. Because the new consoles will probably be out 2020, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they'll be out the end of 2020. This game will be out spring 2020.
So you think this will be like the last game? Not legit last, but like the last big game before the new consoles. Maybe. I think that there's a lot of time between now and 2020, so we'll have to see. Yeah,
I don't know. But either way, I'm incredibly stoked for it.
Yep.
And that trailer was super hype. Awesome. I don't know when we're going to see another one. But yeah, like...
it's one of those things of where this is all we have on it. We need to see more now, and we don't know when we're going to see more.
Yeah, I'm okay with watching that trailer over and over. I don't think they're ever going to release that 50-minute demo video of them walking around the city. But we've... I mean, it's not like we have a lack of things to get excited about between now and then. And we've already waited like 5 years anyway.
Exactly.
The Cyberpunk Twitter is gone insane with tweets now.
Yep.
They just keep posting stuff out there. They're going through the trailer themselves, like step by step, like frame by frame, and talking about each scene.
That's
talking
cool.
about like nightlife and like gun laws and all that other stuff. It's really cool. So yeah, and then that ended it. The other rumours we heard was, well, we heard about Forza Horizon 4. Perfect Dark was another thing. Super weird.
Yeah.
My predictions were that Ori would be out next year. Got that right. Crackdown 3 in August. That's not right. Microsoft Japan studio push. We saw some more trailers for Japanese stuff, which is cool. Sea of Thieves expansions. And Playground's new Fable game, which we didn't see at all. I thought it was going to be open world and out next spring. So yeah, and that's Microsoft. What do you want to rank it?
Microsoft, for me, was 9.5.
I got 9.9. It's the closest to perfect that Microsoft have come to, and I enjoyed it extremely so.
See, I didn't want to give it like a perfect 10 out of 10. And I feel like 9.5 is like there. 9.5 is, you know, I feel like if we had seen more Halo, and this isn't me like complaining, I'm just saying, like, imagine we saw gameplay of Halo, for example, and we wouldn't have because it's so far away yet, but if you see something like that, then you just, and like loads of little things like that, then yeah. But I think as it is for now, I think 9.5, and like, spoiler alert, it was by far the best conference of like E3 2018.
Yeah, I mean,
by far.
I don't really have much wiggle room to get a better conference in there.
Yeah, true. 9.95.
Easily Microsoft's best
yeah.
show that they've kind of ever done. They've done good the past couple of years, actually.
Yeah.
They pushed themselves.
Well, last year was surprising because last year they did like the best as well, I think. They really pushed it last year. And then this year they came out and it was like, oh, okay, they have tons to show, tons of surprises didn't expect. And then damn, they blew us away. So
yeah, they did their game after game after game thing again, which was super cool. But they also has like developers come out and give actual information about their games as well.
Yeah,
it wasn't like a showcase like Sony did in 2016.
Yeah,
but it was like jam packed. They came out at the start and said like, "Yo, we're going to show off like 50 games, like like a dozen of those are going to be brand new titles, like nothing you've seen before." And it was awesome.
It was amazing.
Really cool. We're going to take a little break here. It's getting super warm.
Yeah.
I need to go get a drink. And we're going to come back and talk about Bethesda.
Yep.